Share the unique value of your products and services with consumers from New York to Atlanta with more than $300 billion in annual purchasing power. Matthews Marketing will promote your business on the premier TV networks including CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, ESPN, MTV, OWN, BET, and VH1. So call us at 732-357-5701 to book your Spotlight marketing package and get growing right now.
Welcome to the Spotlight on Black Business. This week, we're focusing on the creative genius of entrepreneurs in our community. So we know that when we see great things on the screen or in print, anywhere or on social media, there is some design team that is behind the scenes making that possible. In the Matthews Business Network, we have the pleasure of having a great designer on our own team who just happens to be my daughter, right? So when you look at any of our merchandise, if you look at any of our e-flyers, you will see her logo, right, on the bottom left corner of everything that we create. So to stay in that vein of creativity, we are going to interview someone today in what we call our Master Class series who just has an amazing business model, has an amazing team, and they do great work together. His name is Mr. Blama Sarnoor, and I want to welcome him. He's from our greater Philadelphia area, and he also happens to have a team surrounding him that's multifaceted, multidimensional, and they really can add that extra energy that your creative pieces need to enable you to get the clients you need to succeed. So welcome, sir.
Thank you.
What is the name of the company?
Yeah, so our name of our company is called Web Collaborative. We're based in the greater Philadelphia area, and we're a full-service digital creative agency.
What does that mean, Blama?
And what that means is, what I like to say is we apply the strategy as far as digital strategy and disruptive innovation. And we kind of bring them together, just like we bring our team together. So in our team, we have my brother, it's a family affair really, and my brother, he's the head of IT, my cousin, he's a graphic designer, and my younger cousin, he's also a software engineer. Right,
so we were laughing about the fact yesterday that when he came to the Matthews Business Network Professional Network meeting, all of his guests were typically his family members. And so, you know, I think there's real power in that. That's how you build generational wealth. You create a space in which you can dominate that space by having all of the talents necessary to do that. What kind of clients does your company like to work with?
Yeah, so we work primarily with small to medium-sized businesses. We also work with some corporate clients and nonprofits and some government contracts as well.
Okay. So tell me what you think is the unique value of Web Collaborative.
I believe the unique value of Web Collaborative is really our framework and how we work. We have what I call a digital DNA framework or transformation framework, and the way it works is built on 3 pillars. It's based on your brand identity, then your platform optimization, and then your marketing. And then when you have those 3 pillars in place, and once we go through that optimization process, a business is able to thrive no matter what the platform or the channel.
All right, so I'm going to ask him to repeat those 3 things. We call this a masterclass interview because we really want you to get how-to information that you can use beyond the interview. And we'll be providing the contact information so that you can connect with Blama and his great team. So what are the 3 elements again? Yeah, so the 3 elements to have in place as far as maximizing your online ROI is your brand identity. Really maximizing your brand identity, being clear in your brand identity from a visual elements to sonic elements to everything as far as the brand voice and your brand guide, and then your platform as far as optimizing the platform. If you're on YouTube or LinkedIn, Facebook, your channels, or if you're even on a different devices, whether it's mobile, laptop, or even some of the new devices like the Echo, the sound devices, and then finally your marketing. You know, whether it's search engine optimization, social media strategy, or just transforming your sales process in general as we live in a virtual world today. Absolutely, Blama. Years ago, when I first really focused on media as a tool to grow our marketing company, an executive at Disney famously coined the term content is king.
Yes.
We hear that even more as we look to a world where Netflix is now a dominant company in terms of market valuation on a global basis, with a very scaled down model in which content is king. They're creating all kinds of content, and all you have to do is pay about $15 a month and you can access everything there. Content is king. How do you enable people's content?
Well, first things first is, yes, I believe content is king, but I also say context is imperial. And the reason I say that is because you got to not only create the value as far as the content, but then you also have to be able to communicate within the context of the arena that you're playing in.
Right.
Because technology has advanced so far that, with the less friction, the better the buyer journey, or the better the consumer experience. So you got to be able to identify the playing field where you're working in. So that's one of the ways that when we work with our clients as far as the content, we believe as far as really authentically communicating to their audience as far as their values, who they are. And that's the most important thing when you're dealing with clients or dealing with prospects online, is transparency and authenticity. Nobody wants to be speaking to a big corporate overlord, right? They want to be speaking to people, or they want to speak to brands that they can resonate with. So when we go through that process as far as our digital DNA transformation framework, we're able to get the brand voice and get it very accurate, get the right graphic designs, because you only get one chance at the first impression.
So now each of you out there, I know that you want to know, how do I get in contact with Web Collaborative? How do I get him to help us to create a stronger brand and to execute our strategy so that we can monetize and we can become more profitable? So where can people contact you and how?
Yes, I'm really excited. So right now what we're doing is we're offering what we call epiphany calls. So if you have a creative idea and you can't get out of your head, or maybe you're just so busy it just kind of fades to dust, right? We were given epiphany calls, 15-minute epiphany calls, where we can discuss any of your creative needs and some ideas that you have, but you just haven't had the time and you just need some help as far as formulating it with a strategy, of course. We were looking to do that with our clients and prospects. And then also we're given audits, because you can't really grow what you don't measure. Okay. So we're doing online presence audits where we look at your website, we'll look at your social media, and we look at some of your collateral and kind of give you some suggestions. And we have some tools and software that can give you a UI UX on basically where people will look, where they're engaged, where you can really optimize your web presence. And you can find us at wiredrevenue.com, and that's wiredrevenue.com, so wire like wire, revenue.com. And then you can also reach me directly on my cell phone at 610-470-8424, or on social media at our handle is Wired Revenue.
Say that telephone number one more time.
610-470-8424.
Thank you so much, Blana, for being here.
Share the unique value of your products and services with consumers from New York to Atlanta with more than $300 billion in annual purchasing power. Matthews Marketing will promote your business on the premier TV networks, including CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, ESPN, MTV, OWN, BT, and VH1. So call us at 732-357-5701 to book your Spotlight marketing package and get growing right now.